Hello and welcome to my studio. My name is Sylvain Rochon from HomeStudioLogic.com. Today I'll be talking about making your vocals sound huge. So when you get into a chorus, you want the song to go woof, very wide. So stick around and I'll show you what I do, and it works pretty well. All right, so if you'd like your chorus to sound like this, I'll tell you what I do.
Desperately I search for something to bring me close to the truth. Honestly, my head is spinning round and round again. My life story is quickly moving, but I'm not getting close to the truth. Really, my mind is simply spinning round and round and round and round and round and round and round.
So technically, doing this starts at the recording stage. So the first thing you need to do is, if you want your choruses to go wide at the lead vocal, you'll record your lead vocal, and what I do is I record two doubles, separate tracks, separate takes, not copying the track from what you recorded and do a double. That doesn't work. Why? Because I did it at my early stage, and I was trying to create a stereo image, and I was doing one take, and then I was doubling it and trying to see if I could. So the only thing that this does is it increases the level. That's it. Now, I've seen some videos where, you take the second one and you just move the timeline just a tiny bit so that it feels different. Doesn't work. It sounds it sounds weird, and it's not doing the job. So do yourself a favor and do it, well, in this case, 3 times. So you're doing your lead vocal, then you're double your chorus, then you double your chorus, and your two doubles, you pan them left and right. So this is what I've did right here. I'm just gonna, so we can see the panning. And even on this one, what I did, I even doubled the full song, the lead vocal. Technically, you don't need to do that, but I don't know why, but I did it on that song. So maybe I wanted the lead vocal to be louder. So technically, that's what I'm doing. So if we solo this region and press play, you'll hear how it sounds when it gets to, so just a little bit before on the verse. So
Eventually, I'll simply get slam. So slam. Desperately, I search for something to bring me close to the truth. Honestly, my head is spinning round and round again. My life story is quickly moving, but I'm not getting close to the truth. Really, my mind is simply spinning round and round and round and round and round and round and round.
So you can definitely hear that it became a little bit wider when it came to the chorus. Now, what's very important is that all the vocals are synced, and I did a video there's a video on my channel where I show how with Logic you can align your vocal very easily in 30 seconds by using the Groove Track feature. So I'll be showing you while giving you the link at the end of this video so you can go listen to it. Now, at the recording phase, we did doubles for the lead vocal. Now, we do the same thing on background vocals, all right? So every vocal, every harmony that you do, you double it. So you sing it twice, and you make sure that the timing is good. You might redo it a few times, but with time, you get better at it, and you can easily record a double and be on the dot, very, very, very close. One trick that I'm using that it works pretty well, to be honest. I put the click on, I put the lead vocal on, I put the actual vocal, the harmony that I'm trying to reproduce a second time, and I mute the band. So the only thing that I'm hearing is vocals. That way, it's easier for me to really, really, really understand, and everything is clear. I can easily harmonize and not distracted by the instruments around me. So it works for me. So you do whatever you want. If for you you require the band to be playing, well, there you go. So that's what I'm doing here. So right now I've got some low harmonies, and they are pan right and left and right, sorry. And then I've got some high harmonies, and they are also pan left and right. So you've noticed here that I've used a folder in this case because sometimes I like to put an EQ on the high harmonies just to make sure they don't sound harsh. So instead of treating each vocal separately with EQ, I do it on a bus or a stack in this case, and it makes my life easier. Then I've got also some background vocals on the verses. Again, I like to separate them so I can control their volume separately. Now, with that said, if we listen to only vocals,
desperately I search for something to bring me close to the truth. Honestly, my head is spinning round and round again. My life story is quickly moving, but I'm not getting close to the truth. Really, my mind is simply spinning round and round and round and round and round and round and round.
So one thing that you want to do when you're mixing your background vocals, you want to remove any lower end that might create some rumbling down there when all the vocals are playing together. Normally I do this, so I pass filter at 120. I want to make sure that everything is not rumbling at the lower end. And you want to make sure at the same time the magical 200 hertz, that is a lot of time the frequency that creates a lot of rumble down there, and you don't want that. You want the background vocals to not interfere with the lead vocal. It's actually there to support the lead vocal and to make your song shine. Another great tool that I'm using is right here. It's a plugin from UAD. It's the Studio D chorus. You can use any chorus. You'll say, what? putting chorus on your background vocals, yeah, it smooths them. It really creates that smooth effect. And you don't want to go crazy with giving too much of it, but just enough, yeah, makes a real difference. Because if you listen again to this portion of the song with the band on, you'll hear it.
Desperately I search for something to bring me close to the truth. Honestly, my head is spinning round and round again. My life story's quickly moving, but I'm not getting close to the truth. Really, my mind is simply spinning round and round and round and round and round and round and round.
So technically, the trick is to double each harmony and make sure that they are panned left and right, and then you apply the processing that you prefer using a chorus effect like I'm using with the UAD chorus D. Really makes that the vocals stable if you want, and they are smooth. One other thing that you want to do, you want to make sure that you treat all your vocals with a compressor, and you want to compress not too hard, just to bring their volume and that they match. You want to glue them all together to make sure that they sound good. Then you adjust the level accordingly. And technically, the way that I like to adjust the level is that I want my background vocals to support the lead vocal. I want them to blend in the mix, and I don't want them too loud so that the lead vocal is over here and you've got the background vocal right there. You want a little bit more space if you want, and that's what you want, and you want to create that effect. So if we go back here at the chorus number 1, well, we'll go to the outro.
My life story's quickly moving, but I'm not getting close to the truth. Really, my mind is simply spinning round and round and round and round and round and round and round.
Another trick that I wanted to explain to you is that on background vocals, I like to use a stronger, longer reverb. I normally use the 5-second reverb, and I just make sure that it adjusted very carefully, and you want to make sure that you put an EQ on this reverb so that you can control its tail. You don't want the reverb to be too present at the lower end of the spectrum because it creates a reverb rumble, blah, blah, blah. And you don't want that, because you'll come to a point where you'll say, I don't know what's going on, but I can hear some rumbling down there, and you think it's the bass or the kick drum or other instruments that might be playing at the lower end, but in fact, it's coming from that reverb. So make sure to control this reverb and to make sure that it doesn't rumble. Other point, you don't want it to be too present in the upper range of the frequency spectrum, meaning anything above 7K, you want to make sure that it's tamed down, because that can create sibilant, or it can create unwanted hisses or high-pitched sound that you don't want to introduce to your song. So be careful on how you set up your EQ for your effects. Like for the Studer, just an example here. This is, oh my God, this is small. Boom. This is the EQ that I've set up. So I completely put a high pass at the bottom of the frequency spectrum, and I'm lowering down what I call the harsh frequencies, because my voice is a lot mid-rangey when I record, and I always have to tame this down. So be careful about EQing your effects. It's a great, great, great practice to do it. And you can even go a little bit further if you want. You can actually put a send on your chorus at this. I didn't do it, but you can do it. You can put a send on this chorus plugin and return it to the reverb so that it blends. That's something you can do. Technically, when you're mixing, you're using your brain, and you might be trying stuff, and most of the time you're getting great results. So that's the way that I control and I do my background vocals to make them sound wide. So first of all, you double your tracks when you sing them. So I've switched songs, and you can see that I've got a lot of tracks on this actual song. And what I did something different on this one, because every vocal track has been doubled, but instead of having 2 tracks, I already bounced the vocals into a stereo track, just so that it reduces the amount of tracks that you have to deal with. So if you look at this one here, it's a stereo backup vocal. And this reduces the number of tracks that you may have, because if we count this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I've got 12 stereo tracks, meaning that when I recorded this song, I actually did 24 tracks of vocals. So left and right, just to create that wideness. So that's why when we're going into this this chorus here,
Just set him free. It's of no ease to find himself behind closed doors, alone again, no love anymore. Sooner or later.
so that was the first time technically doing this, merging the tracks together. Is it a good practice? Yeah, it eliminates a lot of tracks, and actually eliminates the CPU usage on your computer. But if it comes to a point where you want to readjust, I don't know, the left side, you can't, because it's already bounced together. But before I did bounce them together, I made sure that they were okay. Anyways, if you like content like this, I recommend that you subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, ring the bell to get notified when I do post another video. Until then, you can go on my website at www.homestudiologic.com. You can subscribe at the bottom, be part of my mailing list. Then I'll send you my guide, my step guide on how to mix and get excellent results, and to actually finish your mix. That's the main idea, is to finish your mix and get it out there on Apple Music, Amazon, and Spotify, and whatever else. So get your music done, and let me help you get there if I can. Until the next video, I wish you well, and thank you for watching.